Hey, it's Paris. You know, I love sparkly things, right? Like stars. Duh. And thanks to Hilton and AutoCamp, I just slept under them. Picture me, serving looks by the fire outside my luxurious Airstream, making s'mores with the kids, while a national park is our backdrop. The great outdoors meets Hilton hospitality. That's hot. Explore all the new ways to stay at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay.
This Friday, Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan are back to switch things up in Disney's Freakier Friday.
Totally, yes.
It's an absolute riot.
Woo!
And the only movie that can be described as
So much weirder than the last time. What last time?
it's the freakquel
You ready?
we've been waiting for.
That absolutely slays.
What deeply out of touch old person came up with that?
You did.
Wow.
Don't miss the comedy event of the summer for all ages. Disney's Freakier Friday in theaters this Friday. Get tickets now. Rated PG. Parental guidance suggested.
Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast. My name is Henry Lawrence, and in this episode, we're going to talk to our higher self. If you're ready to receive a message, if you want that positive alignment, if you want the source to lift you up and propel you into your day, this is the episode for you. Make sure you listen all the way through, and at the very end, we're going to take a deep, healing, meditative breath to help us align on this message so we can move forward throughout the day. So I wanted to talk about what inspired this message. I've been working on my alignment. I've been working on really becoming a powerful manifestor that can take something in my mind, visualize it, feel it, write it down, and then experience it in this existence. It's something that I'm stepping into in a greater and greater level, and I'm finding more and more about it. And so as I was writing down this thing, and if you want to know what it is, I was writing down that I receive $100,000 a month. I receive $100,000 a month. I receive $100,000 a month. And when you start to write something, when you create a clear goal for yourself, and you start to write it down, you will eventually start to feel the frequency of it. You'll start to feel the frequency of what it is in which you're creating. And so that's why it's so important. If you want a positive life, if you want a positive experience, if you want something different than what you're currently experiencing, you must be specific in what that is. You do not have to be correct. You understand me? So you do not have to write the thing that is perfect for you. You do not have to write the thing that is the perfect reality that will make you fulfilled in each and every way. No, we just must be clear on something that we want that is different than what we currently have. And if you want that message from your higher self, when you start writing things in clarity, and you start writing things in repetition, you start living in those experiences in your mind, when you start doing that, something happens. You see, as I was writing this, and this is a powerful thing that I'm going to tell you right now. As I was writing this, which I've been doing this for a while now, I do it 3, 6, 9. So I write it 3 times in the morning, 3 times in after, 6 times in the afternoon, 9 times at night. Right, 3, 6, 9. That's what I'm doing. I'm writing, and each time today, when I went to write, I receive $100,000 every month. The first time I wrote this morning was fine. I wrote the second one this morning was fine. I wrote the third one this morning was fine. But then when I went to sit down, it was an interesting thing because I wasn't able to do it this afternoon. I was busy and I wasn't able to write. So this evening, right before I recorded this podcast, I had to write afternoon 6 and evening 9 all together. So I was writing 15 times, I receive $100,000 every month. And after about the second time of writing it, when I got to I receive $100,000 every month, right when I was about to write month, in my body, everything wanted me to write day. I receive $100,000 every day. And I'm thinking, why is this coming? Why do I want to write day? What is this telling me? And so I went to write it again. And I wrote, I receive $100,000 every single month. And I wanted to write day again so bad. And each time I wrote $100,000 every single month, I'm entangled in this thought of day. And in my mind, how can I receive $100,000 a day when I don't even receive $100,000 a month? How is that possible? Right? The doubt started creeping in, but yet I'm receiving this message to write day. And so from this point on, I'm going to write, I receive $100,000 every day. And when you do the math, $100,000 every 10 days, that's $1 million. Well, 30 days in a month, that's $3 million a month. That's a lot of money. That's an impossible amount of money in my mind. Right? In my mind, I'm like, how could I receive that much money? How could that be possible? How could that be something that I'm thinking of? Why is it telling me to do this? And then when I figure it out over a year, $36 million a year, how am I going to receive this? How is this possible? I can't even receive $100,000 a month. How could I receive $36 million a year? And so as I'm doing this, I'm thinking. It's like, okay, well, my intention's here. Well, my intention is, what am I going to do with $100,000? Is that for me to be in my pocket? No. I have visions. I have goals. I want to create facilities that people can go to and heal and exercise and get their mind right and uplift their energy. Like truly not just a gym, but a frequency shift place on the planet. I want to do many of those. I want to invest in real estate and create places that people can go within the positive mindset universe that we're creating here, where you can go there. And if you want to step into your financial mindset, that Airbnb is made for that. If you want to step into your inner peace, forgiveness, love, joy, there's specific Airbnbs that are themed to that are aligned perfectly with a system that when you go in there, it has the books to read, it has the videos to watch, it has, just the content that helps you shift your alignment, have these dreams. And so I'm writing these things down, and I realize it's not about me receiving anything. It's about stepping in the energy of something. And when you want a message for something, when you want to step in the highest frequency, you must start somewhere. And because you don't have the perfect place to start, you're not doing it. So you're avoiding the greatness that's coming for you. You see, you don't take money with you. You don't take a house with you. You don't even take this body with you. So why would we ever block a blessing that's about to come your way? You see, $36 million sounds like a lot, but what if I built a business that employed hundreds and hundreds of people? And that $36 million came through me and then flowed to the pockets of many and employed them and gave them the reality they want, right? Gives people the expansion they want. Because I want to invest in people. I want to give people amazing careers, amazing opportunities. I believe that we could change the world if people gave people living wages and more than that, opportunity and excitement. We could move things and do things in such a way. And so why am I pushing away a message that's meant for me? So if you want a message that's meant for you, if you want something that will shift your energy, that will get you into gear, start somewhere. Start with clarity. Start with asking the universe for this blessing. When I do it, I say, God, thank you for this. I say it if it's a fact. I've been saying that every single time. God, thank you for the fact that I am somebody that receives $100,000 every single month. I've said it again and again and again and again. And then finally, the speaking to me happened. And so from now on, in fact, I'm going to cross it out right now. No more month, a day. I receive $100,000 a day because I'm meant to do things with that. I'm asking to build a kingdom. I'm asking to help people uplift. I'm asking to be a difference maker, a thought leader, a frequency creator. And so I start writing something down, and then the gift of God comes within you and says, hey, this is what you should be putting down so you can see the right target. Right? The guidance will come, your higher self, your angels, whatever you believe is there, there's something more that will speak to you and shift you out of whatever thing you're doing. But if you don't start with something, then you're going to keep focusing on what currently is. You're going to keep focusing on the current problems, the current lack, the current doubt, the current hurt. That's what's going to stay in your reality, and it's never going to shift. That's the problem that you're having. That's the resistance that you're having. That's the lack that you're having. There's messages waiting for you. There's beautiful energy waiting for you. There's enlightenment waiting for you. There's frequency waiting for you. There's God waiting for you. All you have to do is start with the message, and the hand will come in and lift you up and give you the direction that you need. But if you don't put yourself out there, if you don't start with something and say, hey, I receive, $100,000 a day, or I have a home to live in, or I help people do this, whatever it is that you're being called to do. I just shared the money with one because that always gets the attention. It's something that I know that I want infused into my life right now because I want to move. I want to expand. I want to uplift. I want to change the world. There's a message for you because there's a purpose for you. There's a message for you because there's a plan for you. There's a message for you because there's hope for you. There's a message for you because there's love for you. And you need to step into it because it's calling your name, but you're not there to receive it. You're not taking the time to receive it. You're not going into your chamber and meditating and praying and then taking the time to write something down that you could be focused on. What would it kill you to spend 10 minutes every single day writing something down? You have to understand that God, the universe, is not worried about time. If you spend 1 minute something with true intention, true focus, true alignment with it, that's just as good as spending 10 hours on something. There is no time outside of this realm, so do not use time as the reason why you can't do it. When you think, I'm too busy, I didn't have 5 minutes to do this, that's not true. You absolutely have 5 minutes to do this. If you're not going to prioritize your next level, why would your next level prioritize you? If you're not going to prioritize what's waiting for you, what's going to uplift you, what's going to fulfill you, what's going to guide you, what's going to give you purpose in this life, if you're not going to prioritize that with just a few moments of writing it down, spending time within your mind and your heart and your soul, if you're not going to do that, why would you expect it to reach down and pull you outside of the gutter that you're stuck in? It's not going to happen. So let's use this moment together. We're all here aligned as one, so let's use it together. what we're going to do is we're going to take a deep breath. And as we breathe in, we're going to center ourselves. We're going to center ourselves and we're going to speak in a positive I am statement. Whatever I am statement resonates with you. I'm going to use the one that I receive. I am the man that receives $100,000 every single day because that's what I was told to do. For you, you pick one of your own. You could say, I am someone of health, of happiness, of joy. I am someone that has blank. I am someone that loves their career and it's so fulfilling. Whatever it is, you're going to say it as you hold your breath. And when we exhale, we're going to move forward with that truth. Are you ready? Let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. Everything is happening for you. Every single thing. And I know callings are a weird thing. Callings are a very strange thing. And when you get a calling, it's hard because you start thinking about the judgment. That's what's going in through my head because there's things I'm called to do. And I think about the judgment. I think about if I say the wrong thing, I'm going to tune somebody off and they're not going to dive into this. But then I think about the walk that I've been on, and you should really, really apply this to your life. Try to, as best you can, just observe the words I'm saying. Try not to have judgment and just reflect on your own life and see where this is true. I've been doing this podcast for almost 6 years. We're at 5.5, a little over 5.5 years I've been doing this in this capacity as a full-time, fully committed, everyday type thing. And I've gone through different energies, different focuses. And a while back, if you've been listening for a little while back, I went wild. Right? I was saying, this is the fucking shit we're talking about. We're getting rowdy. We're done with the bullshit. We're going to go get ourselves. Like I was in this energy of just aggression and power. And what was valuable about that, right? I needed to push the boundary because I knew something needed to change. I knew I needed to expand and bring in a fullness of myself and a part of myself that wasn't brought here. Right? A realness, if you may. And so when that happened, when I was doing that, of course, people were upset. People had resistance. I got the emails, and I'm not like the biggest person on the planet, so it wasn't like the world was shaken, but our little world here, our little network here was. And people had resistance to it. People let me know how they feel about it. People let me know how it was a problem, how it was bad, and how they're going to not listen anymore. And for some reason, I just had to do it. I couldn't not do it. I couldn't say, hey, I'm sorry for doing that. Let me go back to what was. And at the time, I wasn't sure why. I wasn't sure why would I do something that I know would lose listeners, that I know would hurt the direction of where I was going. Like, why did this come? And I just felt like it had to. And so through time, I've kind of settled back into a new rhythm, if you've been with a while. And now I'm going into another. And this is all a walk. You see, I'm on a walk and you're on a walk. And through this walk, we try to understand things. I spend a lot of time on energy and frequency, understanding manifestation, understanding the reality of which we're in. That's what I spend my time in. That's my job, right? You think about how much time you spend on your job or school. Imagine if you did that on this concept. Like, this is what I do amongst the podcast, the coaching calls, the research, the studying, the development. Like, this is what I do. And it's all leading me back to a source. It's leading me to a one true source, and one true source in God. I still use the word universe sometimes. I still use all those things because I think God is all of it. But there's something I'm being called to do right now, and I'm nervous. I'm nervous because I've never done this in a public forum. I'm nervous to do it in a private forum. Why me? I'm not the one that should do this, right? That's the feeling. And so whether this is a one-time thing or something that resides in my life forever, you have to trust your instincts. You see, when you get a message, when you write something down, right? Just like I had to write down the word day. When that starts happening, listen. Listen to it. Step into it. As long as it's not hurting somebody, as long as it's not taken away from somebody, as long as it's not putting yourself above anybody, right? Those are red flags that you're listening to the wrong voice. But when it's about love, when it's about patience, when it's about growth, when it's about being the rising tide, that's probably the right voice. And so the calling I'm having right now is to do a prayer. And so that's what I'm going to do. If that's not for you, you could end this podcast right now. But if you'd like to join me in this prayer, I did not Did not plan this, did not think I was going to do this before recording. But as I was doing this, as I was talking, it's been said to me over and over to end this in a prayer. So I'm going to. And it's going to be weird, but here we go. God, thank you for this moment. Thank you for this moment of clarity. Thank you for each and everybody that is listening to this podcast, that is going on their journey. Trust in them. Give them strength. Give them sight, God. This is a moment of clarity for myself, and I hope it's ground shaking for others. I hope that people are seeing something different in their life. I hope that they're feeling the universe within them. I hope they're feeling you within them as we continue to grow. There's so much that is possible. And when we believe it in faith, when we believe that it is real, we know that we experience that reality. God, thank you so much for this moment. Thank you for everything that's to come. Thank you for all the blessings, for all the things that people just meditated on, for all the things that people just prayed on. I believe them as real. I believe in them. Give them the faith to accept it as real so they can experience that reality and become the version of them that they're always meant to be. Amen. All right, that was my first prayer publicly. I don't know if there'll be more. Don't come at me, but I hope that resonated with some of you because we are the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, thank you so much for listening. I'm just going to end this episode like this. I appreciate each and every one of you. The journey is long. The road is long. It's full of ups and downs. We find our way. We lose our way. We find connection with something. We lose connection with something. It's all a journey. Love one another, support one another, and most of all, be the rising tide that lifts all ships.